Good day, everyone. My name is Fadipe Temitokpe. As 200 level accounting student offering FBA 264 under the tutelage of Dr. Femi Akintunde, we are here to speak on the topic Business Communication Skills and Strategies. Introduction. In the business world today, managers require certain essential business communication skills in order to achieve organizational goals and objectives. What is business communication? Business communication is the process of sharing information between employees within and outside an organization. It also refers to exchanging information, knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and messages between individuals or groups within organization. Effective business communication is how employees and managers interact to reach organizational goals. Then we have the elements of business communication. The three main elements of business communication, we have the sender, the receiver, and the channel. The sender, this is the person that passes the message or information. The receiver, this is the person the message is intended for. Then we have the channel. This is the medium through which the message is transmitted or passed. Business communication skills are traits that help professionals convey information in the workplace. These skills encompass hard and soft skills that help managers in their organizations. Such important skills include, the main important skills are reading skills, writing skills, listening skills, and speaking skills. We also have other skills like collaborative skills, presentation skills, delegation skills, active listening, conflict resolution skills, decision-making skills, feedback and input, and most importantly, networking skills. The main objective of business communication is to convey information effectively and efficiently to achieve the goals and objectives of the organization. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Deborah Izukuchukweku. My subtopic is verbal and non-verbal communication. So first of all, what is verbal communication? Verbal communication implies communicating information in spoken words. Or in the business dictionary, verbal communication is sharing information between one or two people. Now, for example, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to communicate verbally to people. It involves sounds, words, language, and speech. We have basically four types of verbal communication. One is intrapersonal communication. This communication is very private and restricted to just one person. It involves the silent communication we do have with one another. The second is interpersonal communication. It takes place between two individuals, basically. It involves the sender and the receiver. The third one is small group communication. This involves two or more people. For example, this group we're divided into, it's a form of example of small group communication. It involves with team meeting and members. Then the first one is public communication. This occurs when there's a large gathering. It's usually one sender and many receivers. For example, that's for election campaigns, you can use the public communication to communicate verbally to the audience. Now, what's non-verbal communication? This refers to ways in which you begin to convey information through emotions, needs, thoughts without using the verbal language to communicate. They include your facial expression, your gesture, your body language, your appearance.
Okay, good day. My name is Shofi Joshua. I'm speaking on the topic importance of business communication. There are a lot of importance of business communication, but for the purpose of this presentation, I'm going to be speaking on just four. That is conveying information, resolving conflict, interpreting messages, and establishing relationship. Now, the first one, conveying information. Now, we have verbal and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication is the primary means of conveying information. It allows people to express their thoughts, feelings, and to ask questions and receive answers. While non-verbal communication lays emphasis and lays more meaning to the words spoken. The next one is establishing relationship. Now, both verbal and non-verbal communication are important in establishing relationship. But then verbal communication helps people to share interests, to send information and receive information, while non-verbal communication helps to build trust. Now the third one is interpreting messages. Non-verbal communication offers a lot of information. So examples of non-verbal communications are body language, gestures, and signs and signals. The fourth one is resolving conflicts. Effective communication is essential for resolving conflicts and disagreements. Now, overall, both verbal and non-verbal communication are important for effective communication. Understanding and utilizing this verbal and non-verbal communication helps to communicate more clearly and helps organizations achieve their goals.
My name is Bankole Kende. I'll be speaking on listening. I'll be defining it and telling us the importance. Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Listening can also be an active process of receiving and responding to spoken and sometimes unspoken words. Listening is the key to effective message. Importance of listening. Number one, it enhances the ability to understand better and make a person a better communicator. It helps to become more effective in interpersonal relationship. It helps to become a stronger public speaker. Listening helps to build relationship between people. It helps to improve leadership skills.
My name is Aliyah Aaron. I'll be talking about the processes and skills involved in listening. The listening process involves 5 stages, which are receiving, understanding, evaluating, remembering, and responding. Receiving, the process involves hearing and attending. Understanding, this is also called comprehension. It occurs when the speaker and the audience share an experience of meaning and constitute the first step of the listening process. Evaluating, this process is the one during which the listener accesses the information they received, both qualitatively and quantitatively. It allows the listener to form the opinion of what they heard and, if necessary, to respond. Remembering, it occurs as the audience categorizes and retains the info they have gathered from the speaker for future access. Memory is essential during the listening process. Responding, it is the stage of the listening process wherein the listener provides verbal and non-verbal reaction based on short or long-term memory. The listener can respond to what they hear either verbally or non-verbally.
Good day, everyone. My name is Precious Obidengbe. I'm going to be stating the barriers of effective listening. 1. We have noise. Noise is a great barrier to effective listening. Noise hinders effective listening. Then we have distraction too. Distraction is also a barrier to effective listening. Example of distractions that occurs is cell phone ringing, lack of interest. Interest matters a lot in effective listening. And if there is lack of interest, it's definitely cause a barrier to effective listening. So 4, we have listening. 5, we have interruptions. Then 6, we have time. Then 7, we have information overload. Overload information is when you have too much information coming at you and it becomes overwhelming. And then you probably might find yourself tuning out at some point. Then 9, we have language barriers. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Mustafa Miriam Omaomi, and today I'm speaking on the concept of reading and the reading process. Reading is a cognitive process that involves decoding symbols that arrive at meaning. Reading is an active process of constructing meanings of words. Although the reasons for reading may vary, the primary purpose of reading is to understand the text. Reading is a thinking process. It allows the reader to use what he or she may already know, also known as prior knowledge. During this process, the reader uses strategies to understand what they are reading, using themes to organize ideas, and using textual clues to find the meanings of new words. The reading process is a process that involves recognizing words, leading to the development of comprehension. There are 3 steps in the reading process. The first stage is called the pre-reading stage. This allows the readers to activate background knowledge, preview the text, and develop a purpose for reading, which involves listing all the information that comes to mind before actually reading. The second process, which is the second stage, occurs during reading, where the reader makes predictions as they read and then confirms or revises the predictions. For example, a double-entry journal enables the reader to write the text from the reading on one side and the personal reaction from the other side. The final stage occurs after reading and allows the reader to retell the story and discuss the elements of the story, answer questions, and or compare to another text. For example, students can make summaries where they take a huge selection and reduce it to its main points for concise and clear understanding.
Hey, good day, everyone. I'm Olashibumi Edu, and I'll be talking about types of reading techniques. So before now, like someone already talked about the reading process, and I'll just be talking about the type of reading techniques. So for the type of reading techniques, there are four types of reading techniques. That's the skimming, the scanning, the intensive, and the extensive reading. Skimming, this refers to a type of gist reading, whereby you're just scanning through the pages to know like the major piece of idea. An example of skimming could be reading through a newspaper, reading through a magazine. So the next one is scanning. So scanning is just like scuttering through the pages just to get a particular piece of information. And the next one is intensive reading. Intensive reading is more like a study type of reading, whereby you're reading word for word to actually understand what you're reading. And the last one is extensive reading, which is like more like reading for pleasure, like reading a novel or probably reading like a newspaper.
Mishiti Inyolua Aziza. Now I'm speaking on the subtopic speaking in business communication. Speaking is a language skill or a means of communication in which people can express their idea or communicate effectively in a way that a listener can understand. And we have 4 speaking skills, which include fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. When we say fluency, what do we mean? Fluency is the ability of one to communicate while showing that clear distinction and connection between each point that person is trying to make. And if you can speak for a long period of time, it shows your strength in fluency, and it shows how confident and comfortable you are in speaking English. Then we know vocabulary, being a good speaker means constantly growing your vocabulary, and the more fascinating and interesting words you know, the stronger your speaking skills become. Grammar, people worry about making blunders or mistakes, and the thing is, a good speaker doesn't necessarily have to use perfect grammar. You just have to the fewer mistakes you make, the more improved your speaking skills will be. Okay, so we're going to pronunciation now. Understanding how to correctly pronounce words is a very, very important element, and we learn how to pronounce from listening to others around us and by using online pronunciation apps like Duolingo to help. And pronunciation varies from city to city or from country to countries, and even dictionaries can help you to pronounce. And just like water, we have the American pronunciation and the British pronunciation, that is water and water. So purpose of speaking now. When we say purpose of speaking, we're just trying to say why we give speeches. And modern public speaking scholars have classified it into 3: to inform, to persuade, and to entertain.
Good day, my name is Rajika Fayat, and I'll be talking about writing, business, communication, and types of writing. Business writing is a type of writing used in professional setting. It is a process of communicating business ideas and concepts through written symbol. It's a purposeful piece of writing that conveys relevant information to a reader in a clear, brief, and effective manner. It includes letters, email, reports, and notice. Also, the information must be well ordered and logical. We have different types of business writing. It includes 1. Information business writing. Information business writing pertains to recording business accurately and consistently. It comprises documents essential to the core functions of the business for tracking growth and complying with legal growth. 2. Transactional writing. It involves the day-to-day communication in the organization, and it might come in form of email, official letters, forms, and invoice. 3. Instructional writing. It is a type of writing that is directional and aims to guide the reader through the steps of completing a task. Persuasive writing. 4. The goal of persuasive writing is to impress the reader and influence their decision. It conveys relevant information to convince them that a specific product, service, or company or relationship offers the best value. Such a type of writing is generally associated with marketing and sales. It includes proposals, box sales emails, and press releases.
Good day, my name is Ifelua Ayaride, and I'll be speaking on the importance and essentials of good writing. When it comes to business communication, good writing skills are essential. Effective communication allows us to convey our thoughts clearly and engage with others. Number one, writing helps develop our ability to express ideas clearly and logically. It is crucial for effective communication in the business world, whether it is composing emails, writing reports, or drafting proposals. Being able to convey ideas clearly is essential for conveying messages to our professional stakeholders and colleagues. Number three, being able to write well boosts your professional confidence. When you can effectively express your thoughts and ideas in writing, you will feel assured in your abilities. Now we are on to essentials of good writing. Number one, ensure that your writing covers all the necessary information and address the topic or subject thoroughly. Number two, use specific and tangible details to make your writing more vivid and precise. Number three, write in a way that is straightforward and clear, using understandable language, and also organize your writing in a logical and coherent manner. Pay attention to grammar, spelling, and punctuation so that your writing can be mistake-free. Thank you.
In conclusion, business communication skills, which include listening, reading, writing, and speaking skills, help individuals and organizations to improve in their overall productivity of the workforce and to create a positive presence for the organization in the business world and to instill a sense of trust among employees. Thank you.